Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey, 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 hey. Hello, foodie booties. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, the weather in Chicago right now. I know it's like fake spring. This happens every year. There's inevitably a week where it starts to get warmer. We're no longer in freezing temperatures. And everybody's like, oh my god, Chicago is so beautiful right now. And Chicago gets real feral because everybody and their mom comes out. Oh, Poe just walked in the door. Everybody and their mom goes out and about in the city, and it's great and it's wonderful. And I just feel like I'm living on fucking cloud nine right now. like, oh my god, the way, like, I know I absolutely choose to live in Chicago, and sometimes these winters, y'all, they just fucking get me, but I'm so thrilled. So we're doing like a shorter check-in video so I can spend some more time outside just like really enjoying the beautiful 50-degree weather that's happening right now. And then, you know, we'll get to some longer content later, which, like, by the way, I am aware that Beck posted another response to a Q&A from Mr. Snowflake, and I am aware actually that there is some interesting stuff that has come out that I don't think Beck has ever talked about before. And so my plan is to talk about that a little bit in my next Amber Lynn video so that, like, it's all together. I didn't think that I could really make a whole entire video out of talking about that, so we'll just add it on to whatever we end up talking about tomorrow about Amber Lynn, which also, by the way, you know, I do have the ability to, like, check in on these live streams now. And so I imagine that the members only live stream tonight will be a little bit spicy with people asking Amber Lynn about the stuff that Beck talked about in their latest video. So that's why I'm also holding off on talking about it, because I'm just like, I'm curious what's gonna happen with Miss Ma'am tonight and her members only live stream. But yeah, based on the intro, based on the title of this video, what we're really here to talk about today is the one, the only, Chantal Marie Chartal Marie. She's never called herself that. Chantal Marie, Foodie Booty, Flobby Bobby, Big Beautiful Me, The Daily Chantal, The Beezer Show, Everyday Miriam, Chantal Al Rafe, Chantal period, Foodie Cutie, Foodie Booty, Feudy Booty, Foodie Dookie. I don't know. Sometimes y'all are like, oh my god, I can't believe you remember all these names. Some of them are legitimately her names, and some of them are just like my fuck-ups whenever I'm trying to remember all of her names, and some of them are just like obviously jokes. Like, I've said Flobby Bobby for a long time. She's literally never called herself Flobby Bobby. So anyways, yeah, we're here to talk about Foodie Beauty, and listen, as always, there's plenty of stuff we could talk about. Plenty of things we could talk about. We could talk about the rumors and speculation, the rumors and nastiness.
The rumors and nastiness about her?
That Salah has moved in with his sister or something. Like, people are speculating that he's no longer living in the same, like, apartment in Kuwait as her. So that's interesting. I don't actually really know enough about that to talk about it, but it is something that people are talking about. We could talk about people speculating. There are folks speculating that Miss Ma'am is wearing diapers now. But no, I don't think we'll talk about that. What I really want to talk about is something that happened, like, literally, I think 4 days ago. She was just raging on her community tab posts, to the extent that, like, also, by the way, YouTube doesn't, at least when I open up YouTube on my internet browser, it doesn't call it the community tab post anymore. It's like the posts tab. So anyways, she posted and she was just raging. Like, I think I saw a Twitter user named StuffK said, she said that, like, when you took one of these posts and, like, double spaced it in Microsoft Word, it was like a 6-page paper that, like, you would turn in to be graded in college. Although Miss Ma'am is not writing papers for college. So yeah, I kind of wanted to do that, and I also wanted to reintroduce a little side character on the Zachary channel that hasn't been here in a while, but that I have held on to and has been around. Do y'all remember And listen, she's a character on my channel from a long time ago. Once upon a time, so she looks a little, well, one, she looks a little rough. She looks a little rough, but two, she doesn't really reflect what maybe Chantal looks like today. So just keep that in mind. But once upon a time, Chantal Marie copyright struck my channel, like, the house down boots. Like, it was real bad. Like, I think she somehow got, like, 2 strikes on me. So I, like, temporarily took down all my Chantal content. As I was waiting for that to be resolved, I was like, you know what? If I want to talk about Chantal, we got a loophole. We can do some reenactments. We can do a little puppet show. And so let me reintroduce you all, in case you weren't around then, to Chantal. Oh my God, she has been through it. I noticed when I picked her up, like, I think, and it's hard to say, this could have dated back to Judy, to be honest. I never noticed that this, like, part was missing right here, which, ooh, I shouldn't, that looked inappropriate. But it looks like one of my animals, like, took a bite out of it or something. I mean, it had to have happened a long time ago, so if they did, like, I'm sure everything passed just fine, but there is, like, a chunk missing. She also looks like she's got some, like, grease stains, which are not necessarily intentional, and I don't know how they got on there, but does fit the part. And obviously she's not wearing a hijab, and she has a full head of hair, which very different than today times. But I thought she could make a comeback for some of these little videos. Although she's so hard, and like her mouth is so flimsy, it's like hard to move it without it like crumpling up and making a mess. I just totally forgot. Like, I sometimes remember that she exists every once in a while. I made this so long ago. It was like probably 2018 for real divas. But I love her so much. And so I thought at least she could at least help me read. I don't know. This might not work the way I want it to. Like, I'm trying. The mouth is just so flimsy. She's been through it. Actually, you know what? Maybe she'll have to be retired. Maybe she needs to go retire in Kuwait with Chantal, because she's not moving like she used to. Which maybe that's on point. Maybe she's not that different from the Chantal that we know and love today. So let's just get into some of these posts. Oh, which also, by the way, the reason I didn't cover these posts at the time is because I had more important Amber Lynn stuff to cover, which I do want to say is interesting, because Miss Ma'am on her posts tab of her channel, she actually did, in fact, share some AI fan art. And she said, "Thank you, Miss Mary Mac Beezer, for the AI fan art. I love fan art. I can't seem to escape my Queen of Girl World title, so I may as well embrace it once and a while." And I just think that's so interesting because, like, girl, listen, I suppose there was a time where I could see room for a debate about who was the Queen of Girl World, if it was Amber Lynn or Chantal. The reality is it's always been Amber Lynn, and I've kind of always said that. Like, Amber Lynn's always pulled in more views. Amber Lynn could sit and watch paint dry and people would find issue with it. People are so much more fascinated and entertained by Amber Lynn than they are Chantal. Like, Chantal could never. Chantal's current views could never. And the fact that, like, I didn't feel compelled to cover this because I had more important things to do at the time, I think speaks volumes about who the actual Queen of Girl World is. So, please keep dreaming, Chantal. Please. I know. Well, here's another thing to talk about while we're on it. Okay, before we get into the rage posts of it all. I know Miss Ma'am needs the money. I really do, because people have also been speculating. See, this is really just what we're gonna do over here for Chantal. We're just gonna, like, randomly catch up on all the things. But I know she probably wants to be Queen of Girl World and wants the Queen of Girl World views, because Homegirl is out here posting pictures of receipts proving that she's paying her debts, because a lot of people have been speculating that she's not actually paying her debt to Canada back. And so she posted also on her community tab and said, "Okay, here is proof and receipts that I pay my debts. people are lying about me and saying I don't. So here you go. Where are your receipts? So first picture below is a payment table of what I'm expected to pay monthly. I paid a lump sum at first. I used some of my mayor for that. I don't know what that is. The second picture is a couple of screenshots from my online banking showing the payments coming out, which coincides with the payment schedule table. And yeah, and then she posts the said receipts and stuff that she was talking about. So it's just like, oh, girl needs these money. She's got debts to repay. She's got debt to repay, which is fine. I think a lot of people have debt, you know, like that's unfortunately sometimes the way the world works is that you have to have debt to get the things you need, but she needs money and she wishes she was the queen of girl world for real, for sure. I will also say that a lot of community tab posts on her channel were related to Palestine and a free Palestine and things like that, and like I don't take issue with advocating for a free Palestine, and I think it's one of those cases where for once in her life, like Chantal is right about something, although I don't think that she's really the person to be trying to advocate for those things on her channel. Like, of course, people are going to argue with her about it. People will argue with her about everything, and she's not like mature enough, responsible enough, probably really truly educated enough to like have a reasonable conversation with that. And even if she was educated enough to have a reasonable conversation about any of that going on, like she is not somebody that's even remotely respected on the internet for people to be like, you know what, she has a point. So I will say that's also what's so fascinating about all of this, right? Is because like sprinkled in with all of these rage posts and things like that, she's also posting about a very important world topic on her channel, on her community tab. And it's just, I just don't understand what points she's trying to make. So here we are. Let's get into the actual raging of it all, because that's what I really wanted to cover today. I'm just going to do a dramatic reading of the like very long posts, and then we can get into some of the like other posts, because she's even today, like I think 5 hours ago before I'm filming, posting more rage-related content. And of course, most of what I'm reading right now is already deleted, but the rage posts that she did today are still up on her channel. Like, it's always so funny to me that she has this like revisionist, like I need to go and take down these rage things to make it look like I never did it, and like immediately follows up days later with more raging. So hold on tight, y'all, because this is a long one. This is a long one, and it's a lot about another YouTuber, if you're not familiar, named French Fried Girl, or FFG, who almost exclusively covers Chantal, although does occasionally cover other content creators on her channel. Had a long history of fighting with Chantal. Set up this whole situation to save BBJ from Chantal when Chantal moved to Kuwait. Like, did this whole thing to get Chantal to give up her cat BBJ to her indirectly. So that's a lot of this is what this is about. The BBJ stuff at this point happened like what, 1 or 2 years ago? 2 years ago probably at this point. So it is wild to me that she still is out here raging about it, but here we go. I should have brought some water. Let me clear my throat. Okay. I love how now, all of a sudden, certain people are bringing up BBJ again. The certain people in question are Chantal Marie. She doesn't ever stop talking about it. This is what's messed up about girl world. Vile people who laughed at what the French fried frogneck did, which was use an elderly cat as a pawn to try and hurt me under the pretense of giving a shit about her well-being. Justified the fat sack of useless crap asking one of her piece of shit zombies to lie and pretend to be someone who is a right fit to rehome BBJ to, hide behind a snowbank in front of my home, tell her degenerate loser drug addict brother to pretend to be this made up person's relative or whatever, come into my home and steal my cat that I've had for 20 years. I was rehoming her, but not to FF Junk. I can't even say that. How do you say that? FF Gut? A cat that had overgrown nails because I was out of country and didn't think they would overgrow like that, but was more than well taken care of otherwise. What kind of sick, fucked up, psychotic ass person goes real life like that and tries to justify it by saying she saved BBJ? Saved her from what? If the ghoul hadn't insisted that they would take her to the vet, I clearly said in the messages that I was going to take her the next day. But they insisted. Why? Content and money. She didn't and doesn't give a shit about the cat, and neither do any of you, or you would demand truth in a follow-up. People get blocked for asking where BBJ is. You hear BBJ crying in one of her lives, for fuck's sake. Also, people claim she was saving BBJ from being euthanized. How was she being euthanized when I said I decided to rehome her, and that was the whole fucking reason I talked to that Amy Flowers moron in the first place? Which, like, by the way, Chantal always joked about and or seemed serious sometimes about euthanizing BBJ, just for the record. There was significant reason to believe it was a possibility. The fact that people applauded this vile scheme are just as bad, if not worse. And how are you gonna blame me for looking into euthanasia? Which, like, okay, did she not just say I was never gonna euthanize my cat? Anyways, and how are you gonna blame me for looking into euthanasia for a 20-year-old cat with chronic issues if the vet recommended it when FF Gullet killed her own 2 dogs? Y'all just believe anything she says thinking it gives you a what up on me, but it actually just makes you look like the dumbest fupa lickers on the planet, LOL. The fact that people thought having my cat stolen was funny is just beyond words. That Amy loser built a bit of trust with me. Egregious lies. With me, egregious lies. And FF Gut had a family day to come to my house to steal my cat. How fucked up is that? To you degenerates defending it, probably not at all. Y'all are just a bunch of brainless hyenas waiting for the next opportunity to see someone suffer for entertainment. It's beyond sick. I'm over the whole thing. Because fuck you if you think I'm going to let you affect my life. You seem really over it, Chantal. Like, this post just screams unbothered queen of girl world. Was my bad to have trusted an internet stranger, but I guess I would have never thought that someone would be that evil and gross. If I was a sad-ass French fried fuckface, though, I'd be pretty miserable as well. I mean, no life other than sniffing my ass for content and having a face that could scare children. Anyway, don't ever say she rescued anything, because BBJ didn't need rescuing. I've had her for 20 years. Animal Protective Services didn't take them after 4 visits. And I was taking her to the vet to get taken care of on my own dime the next day, which the DMs show. You are willfully being ignorant and ignoring all of these facts to fit your narratives. This is the last I'm bringing it up because I know this bitch gets a hard-on when she hears me mention her and her demented schemes. This is the last time. Forget about the last time that I said it was the last time. This is the last time, divas. If you think BBJ has a better life living with her, which she is, and you are all too regarded to realize it, is that her way? Wait, when she puts the word regarded here, is that her way of saying the R word? This 40-something-year-old woman is obsessed with saying the R slur. She's so obsessed with just being as offensive as possible, and she'll do whatever she can to do it. Like it's really so ridiculous. I in general have been so annoyed with this resurgence of the R word and like a lot of our younger generation right now. Like, I don't understand, but I really don't understand why she insists on trying to do this. I think I also saw some clips of her just calling people the R word, like not using the actual word, but using, you know, what I just did to do it. And it's just so Wild to me. You are just as stupid as I thought. Would you want to live as a cat with a rage pig who smokes so much that she sounds like a 70-year-old lunch lady? Well, first of all, let's not act like you're not on here smoking shisha like every other live stream, or if you weren't or didn't used to. I don't know if she has recently. A rage pig who smokes so much that she sounds like a 70-year-old lunch lady named Big Brenda. No, don't bring Brenda into this. Don't bring Miss Brenda into this. Not to mention, she had admitted she doesn't like cats. LOL, for fuck's sake. I am done with this shit, but I'm keeping this statement about the PPJ situation up here, and that's all I'm gonna say. Not worth feeding the queen narc and her brain-dead mob. Not worth doing, but I will do it. And when I say I'm gonna leave this statement up, I mean I'm gonna take it down once I regret doing it later. So, there was that post. Very entertaining, very entertaining. She also posted one that day where she said, I love how others in girl world can be as fat as fuck, but you only have something to say when it's Amberlynn or I, LOL. Well, first of all, there's so many things wrong with you outside of your weight, and I think I have made it apparent that those are the things that I don't like or enjoy about you. I think you are a despicable person. I think I would hate to be locked in a room with you. I think you would drive me mad. We can talk about your weight. I did just realize I forgot to mention, y'all remember my last video about her when I said that she had gone to the doctor and realized she had to give up mukbangs? She had just got done doing all of those fast food funerals where she's like, I'm never eating fast food again. Well, she literally just, I think yesterday, posted a video where it was a fast food resurrection. She was resurrecting like it's Jesus or something. Although I know that that's not her prophet. She is Muslim. but she's talking about how like she's resurrecting fast food. Girl, after you just went to the doctor and they said your diabetes can't handle this shit anymore. So if you want to talk about that, I mean, we could just talk in general about some concerns regarding that, but for real, Divarina, Divatron, let's not act like the main issues that people take with you are just your weight. There certainly are people. Oh, and then the other point is just that, like, people are moving on to other things in girl world outside of you and Amberlynn. Like, I just sat and watched like a 2-hour live stream from Charlie Gold about Rosie, Quirky Love Rosie. People are loving the Rosie content, okay? So like, people will move on. People will find some stuff to talk about. Other people. So you better pump it up. You better get back to Canada or do something more interesting if you really want to be that queen of girl world. She also posted a post that said, LMAO, claiming our weight was never the issue, while, for example, a certain reactor in girl world calls her show Fatty Podcasts and body shames daily. Also, if it's about behavior, how is it okay for that same reactor, for example, to call a child the R word, defend a PDF file, and a lot more? Cut the crap. Y'all will excuse anything just to try and one-up someone. Y'all are also not too bright. Ooh, listen, I won't disagree. I think there are definitely some people who specifically do target Chantal for her weight, and I think that some of the people that do it are hypocritical. But I'm just saying, it's not the case that everybody who doesn't like Chantal feels that way. So, And also, like, she wants to point out these things about behavior and the R word thing, for instance. But did we not just see in a community tab post where she tried to loophole her way into still being able to say the R word? So she doesn't care about that either! How are you gonna get mad at another creator for doing that when you don't care either? Just wild. I wouldn't be doing my due diligence as a creator if I didn't note that there's actually an edited version of this post where she says, saying no one is a death fat like Amber and I, which is contradicting yourselves and making it about our weight, morons, LOL, is ridiculous because how do you know if the fattest ones don't cam up? And when one did, she didn't show her whole body. Besides that, being slightly less fat gives you the right to fat shame every day. Grow up. Some of you have impressionable children in the home and you are acting like 16-year-old high school mean girls, only you wish you were the popular ones. So, you know, just more standard Chantal Marie, and also bringing up people's kids and talking about parenting. It's just all par for the course when it comes to a Chantal Marie rage. So I just wanted to give that update. So let me just quickly then also take a look at some of the stuff that she posted today, because I found it to be somewhat humorous, somewhat funny. Because one of the things, well, first of all, she posted this picture of her cat Julia in Kuwait, sitting on top of Howie, her late hamster, rest in peace, Howie, on top of Howie's cage. And Julia just looks so miserable. I don't know if it's normal for cat fur to look like that, but if I was Chantal and I knew a lot of people thought I didn't take care of my animals, I probably wouldn't have posted that photo. If I'm just being honest and transparent with you all. She also posted a 50% off Cameo thing, whatever. But then, you know how I talked about how people are speculating that she's wearing diapers now? She posted now, oh, it says 6 hours ago now. I thought this was 5 hours ago. But either way, she posted this image that's on the screen right now. And it says, new merch, Girl World diapers. Relieving yourself has never been so satisfying. Get yours now. And the diaper in the image has pictures of FFG, who she's already been raging about, and also a picture of Yabba from a YouTube channel called the YouTube Underground. And then just one last rage post, and this one is about a content creator called Kyle Life Simons, who I did just recently find out is still on YouTube. I didn't even know that she still had a platform over here. She did, in fact, actually get, like, a lot of backlash when people found out that she was living with, like, a sex offender, I believe. I don't remember the full details of it. And she, like, defended the behavior. So I am fascinated that she's still on YouTube, and or that Chantal is even giving her the time of day for somebody that, like, honestly, in the scheme of girl world, I thought had kind of lost any kind of relevance in recent history. But here we are. Chantal also dedicated a post to her today. It said, so according to Kaya, the Pred Defender, people don't like me because I posted my political opinion, which is literally against genocide, but go off. I guess ethnic cleansing is not a big deal to you. Oh, please. You know nothing about anything beyond your trailer park. Maybe you should use your platform for something meaningful yourself. All you do is strip, defend your predator man, and collect useless crap from the Dollar Tree. Not too much on the Dollar Tree, Miss Chantal. I love a Dollar Tree haul on the YouTubies. So everyone is allowed to have a political view, but not me? Bah. Guess what, buckwheat? I don't care who likes me or not. I'm not nice to people like you. Sorry, not sorry. Deal with it or don't. And those pics of bodies, huge stretch but anyways, I posted, we're covered and we're from the news. So take it up with them, weirdo. LMAO. I really haven't been handling girl world stupidity lately. Can you tell? Yes, Chantal, we can tell. We can tell you're raging. We can tell that you're just some happily married woman, expat in Kuwait. You love your husband. Your life is so fulfilling. You have the best life in the world. It's going so wonderful. You spend all hours of the day responding to people in girl world, but your life is amazing. You're happy. Nothing could be better for Miss Chantal Marie, huh? Huh. Anyways, I think that's all I got for today, divas. I think it is, but she just always, it's been a while since we had a really good, just like rage post situation type of deal from Miss Ma'am. So I'm loving it. Well, I guess I should say it's been a while since I paid attention to her having any type of rage deal situation, and it's been a while since I dramatically reenacted and read her posts. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a ton of fun today. So, anyways, if you're brand new to my channel, well, one, hopefully you don't expect me to be a foodie booty expert. I know a lot of the lore, but I don't keep up with everything she does these days. But if you are brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!